Guys, welcome to Audrey's reading area. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget, click that like button. Don't forget to click that share button. Well, all right, all right, all right. Audrey here at Audrey's reading area. Audrey here. Alexa, what time is Audrey's reading area?
Audrey reads in her area live at 5 o'clock p.m.
Live at 5. So, Alexa, what national day is today? Alexa, what national day is today?
Today is International Women's Day, a day to celebrate the achievements in science, society, and culture made by women. To learn about some of my favorites, just say, who inspires you?
I'm scared to ask her. Let me try. Alexa, who inspires you?
I'm inspired by Leah Lizarrando, who's using technology and civic engagement to reduce hunger and prevent food waste. Her platform, Food Rescue Hero, has been used by food recovery nonprofits to redirect millions of meals. This means less food going to landfills, which also helps mitigate climate change. To hear about another amazing woman, just say, who inspires you?
Wow, that was good. You guys hear that? That was Alexa telling me about one of these women that inspired her today. Um, Today is Educational Tuesday, and it's also National Women's Day. So I am gonna read to you about a few minutes. It's not a book, but it's some things that I put together um, about some women that I read about and was impressed by. So, um, first person that I actually thought that I would share with you was a lady. Yes, a lady named Shirley Chisholm. And part of the reason why I am talking about her is because I actually met her when I was little. She had come to our church when I was young, and I actually got to meet her. Um, I'd never, as at that young age I was, probably around 7 or younger. Um, I didn't know how big she was. I didn't know why she was a big deal. I didn't know why she came to my church and had a bunch of security around her. But Shirley Chisholm. So let me read a little bit to you about Shirley Chisholm. Shirley Chisholm is the first African American to run for a major party's nomination for president of the United States in 1972. In the 1972 US presidential election, making her also the first woman the first woman to run for the Democratic Party's presidential nomination. Um, Let me add that U.S. Senator Margaret Chase Smith had previously run for the 1964 one. So, Shirley Chisholm. Shirley Chisholm, my first person that I will be speaking to you about. Now, the next two people that I'm going to speak about because they are sisters. Mary, let me hold up their picture. See their picture? Mary Kenner and Mildred Davidson. They're sisters, and I have a little thing that I'm going to read to you about them. Names are Mary Kenner and Mildred Davidson, sibling inventors. These are sisters who invented some things. Now, check this out. Let me read a little bit about them. It says Mary Beatrice Davidson Kenner. She's born May 17, 1912. She died January 13 of 2006. She was an American inventor, and her sister Mildred Davidson Austin Smith was born 1916 and died 1993. They invented and commercially sold board games, founded an alternative in 1956, a sanitary belt, and along with her sister Mildred Kenner, they patented a bathroom toilet tissue holder that allowed the loose ends of the roll to be accessible at all times. So all these, when you see your toilet tissue in that thing. They patented it. They invented that, the thing that holds the toilet tissue, so you could just pull it out, the tissue, and pull it out and use it easily. That was invented by Mary Kenner and Mildred Davidson. These are sisters that invented these things. Yes. Yes. The sisters were both born in the town of Monroe, North Carolina, not too far from Charlotte. Mary was born, I told you their birth, so skip that part. Their father, Sidney Davidson, he patented a pants presser in 1914. According to historian and former U.S. patent examiner Patricia Sluby, a maternal grandfather of the daughters was a man of German and Irish descent who invented a tricolored train light. Tricolored train light. You hear that? The street lights. Yes, tricolor, green, yellow, red. Mary was the more prolific inventor of the two, securing 5 patents between 1956 and 1987. She patented an early incarnation of the sanitary napkin by fashioning the device with a belt. She also invented a toilet paper holder and a mounted black scrubber and washer for showers. Mildred, who was struck with multiple sclerosis at a young age, invented a children's board game that explored family ties. In 1980, she trademarked the game's name, Family Treedition, in order to secure her legacy. While neither sister aimed to get rich with their inventions, they produced their creations with an intention of improving the quality of life. In recent times, history has begun to recognize their talents and contributions as Black inventors. In 1993, Mildred died, but not before seeing her game manufactured in several fashions, including the Braille language. Did you hear that? Including the Braille language for people that are blind, they can't see, so they read in Braille on paper, these little things that are pushed upwards, and you have to feel them with your fingers. So Mary died in 2006. She forged a career as a floral arranger and owned a company business in the Washington, D.C. region. Mary Kenner and Mildred Davidson. Yes. So 2 other people that I want to read about. Mary Mary. They are also siblings. They are gospel singers. Mary, since we are celebrating National Women's Day, let's read about Mary. They are siblings and they're gospel singers. Mary is a female American urban contemporary gospel duo composed of sisters Erica Atkins Campbell and Tracina Atkins Campbell, formed in 1998. Their albums Thankful, which included the songs Shackle, get your shackles off my feet so I can dance. I just want to praise you. I just want to praise you. Yes, that was them. That's them. Mary. They also had Incredible, Mary, The Sound, Something Big, Go Get It, go get your blessings. Yes, go get it. TV series Mary on WeTV. Mary has sold more than 8 million records worldwide to date. The duo have been nominated for 11 Grammy Awards, winning 4 times, including once Best Gospel Performance and for Best Contemporary Soul Gospel Album. Oh yeah. The duo are often credited for broadening the fan base of urban contemporary gospel in the 2000s by introducing elements of soul music, hip hop, funk, and jazz. The group's name is inspired, so they're telling us now how they got their names Mary. It was inspired by 2 famous Marys from the Bible. In case you didn't know how Mary was named, Mary, Mother of Jesus, and Mary Magdalene. They also performed at the White House in 2005, by the way. Yes. Mary. I'm sorry, I didn't have a color printer to print these out with. My color printer, the ink is done and it's too expensive. I can't afford that right now. And Another person I would love to speak on. OMG. I admired her so much that I wanted to fight her. I wanted to fight her. It sounds crazy, but her name is Layla Ali. She is a boxer. Now you understand why I say I wanted to fight her. Not in a bad way. I wanted to be her competitor. Her father is the famous Muhammad Ali. But Layla Ali, I inspired her. I admired her so much that she made me want to be a fighter. She made me want to fight her. She actually inspired me, made me want to be a boxer too. But Layla Ali, she was born December 30th, 1977. So she's exactly 10 years, should I be telling my age? 10 years younger than me because I'm in December also of 1967. Yes, I said it. She is now, she's an American TV personality. She's also, like I said, a retired professional boxer. She competed from 1999 all the way through 2007. And again, Muhammad Ali's daughter. Yes, the late Muhammad Ali. This is his daughter. She is married now with family, her kids. Another person that I wanted to speak on today. You guys recognize her? Excuse the I don't know how that came out that way. Cicely Tyson. Woo woo. Cicely Tyson, may she rest in peace. She just passed away January of last year, 2021. Cicely Tyson. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lady. I'm going to read you what I wrote on the back, but I'm going to also read you what I printed out. Cicely Louise Tyson, born December 19. Oh, her birthday's the day after mine. I'm going to whisper it. Yes, the day after mine. December 19, 1924. She died January 28 of 2021. She was an American actress. Her career spanned more than 7 decades. You know what a decade is? You know how many years are in a decade? Yes, 10 years are in a decade. She was working as an actress and she's been well known for more than 7 decades. That's more than 70 years. Yes. She became known for her portrayal of strong African American women, including she appeared in many, many films, including this film called Roots. Roots. Cicely Tyson. So now let me read you this thing that I composed and put together. Cicely Tyson. American actress and fashion model. She was also a fashion model in a career spanning more than 7 decades. She became known for her portrayal of strong African American women. Tyson received the Primetime Emmy Awards for Black Reel Awards. She got 4 Black Reel Awards, 1 Screen Actors Guild Award, 1 Tony Award, an Honorary Academy Award, and a Peabody Award. In addition to her Screen Actor Guild Award, her Tony Award, her Emmy Awards, and her Black Reel Awards, Tyson received several other honors. In 1977, Cicely Tyson was inducted into the Black Filmmakers Hall of Fame. Did you hear me? Hall of Fame. Yes. In 1980, she received the Golden Plate Award of the American Academy of Achievement. In 1982, Tyson was awarded the Women in Film Crystal Award. Her awards go on and on and on. She even received, in 1997, she received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in California. You know how they have the Hollywood Walk of Fame where they have the stars with the stars' names on it. She got hers in 1997. Yes. She was also honored at Oprah Winfrey's Legends Ball. She was also honored by the Congress of Racial Equality. She's got a history of things. I'm going to put it up to the screen and you can freeze it and read it. She received honorary degrees from Clark Atlanta University, Columbia University, Howard University, and Morehouse College, an all-male historically Black college. The Cicely Tyson School of Performing and Fine Arts, a magnet school in East Orange, New Jersey, was named after her in 2009. Cicely Tyson. This is her and LeVar Burton in Roots, the movie Roots I was telling you about. And this, my dearies, This is Cicely Tyson, because I know you guys are too young to know who she is. So now you know. And I'm going to put this up here, and you can pause it if you want. Start from here, pause it if you want, and you can read all about her. Read all about her. And since you guys have Google, you could also Google her name, right? Google her name. So, honorable mention, I'm going to read about Kamala Harris. Kamala Devi Harris, born October 20th, 1964. She's an American politician and attorney serving as the 49th and current Vice President of the United States. Current. She is now the Vice President of the United States. She's the United States' first female Vice President, the highest ranking female official in the U.S. history, and the first of African American and first Asian American Vice President. In 1990, Harris was hired as a deputy district attorney in Alameda County, California. In 94, Speaker of California Assembly Willie Brown, who was then dating Harris, appointed her to the State Unemployment Insurance Appeals Board and later to the California Medical Assistance Commission. In February of 1998, the San Francisco District Attorney, Terrence Hallinan, recruited Harris as an assistant district attorney. There she became the chief of career criminal division, supervising 5 other attorneys, where she prosecuted homicide, burglary, robbery, and sexual assault cases, particularly 3-strike cases. In August of 2000, Kamala Harris took a job at San Francisco City Hall, working for City Attorney Louise Wren. Harris ran the Family and Children's Services. She ran the Family and Children's Services Division, representing child abuse and neglect cases. And you guys, I'm not sure if you know it, but that used to be my job. Not running the whole thing, but in New York, I worked for ACS, Administration for Children's Services. I was a child protective specialist. Here in Georgia, I was actually a DFACS, Department of Family and Children's Services. I was a DFACS supervisor, the foster care supervisor. So this, hits home. Representing child abuse and neglect cases. Wren endorsed Harris during her DA, district attorney campaign. Nice. So she won 50% of the vote, becoming the first person of color elected as DA of San Francisco. DA as in district attorney. Harris ran unopposed for a second term in 2007. Unopposed. Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris. Well, all right. Who can we read about next? How about, y'all know her. Do you guys know her? Madam C.J. Walker. Madam C.J. Walker. If you don't know, then you should know. Madam C.J. Walker, take a listen to this. Madam Walker, before and after her wonderful discovery. This is before, and these two are after. And can you tell what it was that she discovered? Well, I'm going to tell you. She was born in 1867. She died in 1919. She was the first Black woman millionaire in America and made her fortune on her own, I might add. She made her fortune thanks to her homemade line of hair care products. Hair care products for Black women. She was born Sarah Breedlove to parents that had been enslaved. She was inspired to create her hair products. This is her again. She was inspired to create her hair products after an experience with hair loss, in which led to the creation of the Walter system of hair care. So she started losing her hair, and she created, which helped her hair grow back. Yes, shout out to Madam C.J. Walker. Yes. And let's see. Of course, I'm going to write about, I chose Helen Keller. I've always admired Helen Keller. Who was Helen Keller, says this book. Let me read you what I wrote about her first, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit. I'm going to read this first. Who was Helen Keller? Look at the back of this book. She was a woman who could not see or hear. She was a best-selling author. She wrote books. And she was a famous world traveler. A famous world traveler, Helen Keller. Helen Keller. This picture of Helen Keller, by the way, was illustrated by Nancy Harrison. That's what it says on the book. This book was written by Gare Thompson, but I'm not going to read the book. I'm going to read to you what I wrote down about her. Helen Keller, born Helen Adams Keller on June 27, and I think it was 1888. I forgot one of the numbers here. I apologize. She died June 1st of 1968. So I was actually like 6 months old, almost 6 months old when she passed away. Wow. She was an American author, disability rights advocate. She was a political activist and lecturer. And you wonder, if she couldn't hear or see, how did she do all of these things, right? Well, listen to this. She lost her sight and hearing. She lost her sight and hearing after a bout of illness at the age of 19 months old. 19 months old, she lost her sight and she lost her hearing. She then communicated primarily using home signs. Like, I guess she probably made them up with her family. Like, if she wanted water, she might have gone like this for water. Or if she wanted, I know sign language is, this is milk. I don't know what she may have come up with milk. But she then communicated primarily using home signs until the age of 7, when she met her first teacher. She met her first teacher and lifelong companion, or lifelong friend, Anne Sullivan, who taught her languages, including reading and writing. Her first lesson in reading and writing included spelling words on her hand. Spelling words on her hand. So she had to do, like, this is A, B, C, D. So she spelled the words out on her hand and then put the object in her hand to identify what it was. So she wanted a bottle of water, let's say. She would, W, A, T, E, R. Spell it out in her hand. So she taught her how to spell these things in her hand. Isn't that amazing? Wow. So, like I said, her first lessons included spelling words on her hand to show her the names of objects around her. She also learned how to speak and understand people's speech using the Tandoma method. Now, let me switch to my other glasses because I wrote this really small, so I'm going to need to read this correctly, right? Using the Tandoma method. So the Tandoma method means it's a method of communication used by deaf individuals in which the deaf or blind person places their little finger on the speaker's lips and their big fingers, their thumbs, along the jawline of the middle, and the middle 3 fingers fall along the speaker's cheeks. Can you do that? Along the speaker's cheeks, where the little finger picks up, because it's on the lips, it picks up the vibrations of the speaker's throat, right? AKA tactile lip reading. Wow. Wasn't that interesting? Wasn't it interesting? That's a pretty cool way to learn. If you are deaf and blind, that's a cool way to learn. You just place your hand somehow on their face and you listen to the vibrations. So if I say food, put this on the cheeks, food, you can feel it vibrate. Just do it with me. You can feel it vibrating. How cool is that? Helen Keller, you guys. Helen Keller. Yes, that's why I picked she's one of the people that I picked to speak about today. Now, the last person I'm going to read about, she's got my name. She's got my name. It used to be spelled like mine, Audrey, but she dropped the Y because she wanted her first name to end with the same spelling as her last name, Audre Lorde, Audrey Lorde. She's got a bunch of quotes here that I'm going to read to you at the end. She's got a lot of stuff that she has done. A lot of stuff that she has done. Here are pictures of Audrey Lorde. These are pictures of Audrey Lorde. So let me read to you a little about Audrey Lorde. She was born Audrey Geraldine Lorde. See? Audrey Geraldine Lorde. She was born February 18, 1934. She died November 17, 1992. Born as Audrey Geraldine Lorde, she chose to drop the Y from her first name while still a child, explaining in Zami, a new spelling of my name, that she was more interested in the artistic symmetry of the E endings in the two side-by-side names Audrey Lorde. She was nearsighted. Nearsighted, I mean you have to be really near and close to read. Nearsighted to the point of legally blind, and the youngest of three daughters, her two older sisters were named Phyllis and Helen. Lorde grew up hearing her mother's stories about the West Indies. She wrote her first poem when she was in 8th grade. She was a Black woman, cancer survivor, American writer, feminist, womanist, librarian, and civil rights activist. She was a self-described Black lesbian mother warrior poet who dedicated both her life and her creative talent to confronting and addressing injustices of racism, sexism, classism, capitalism, heterosexism, and homophobia. Yes. As a poet, she's best known for her technical mastery. I'm not gonna read all of this, but she explored the complexities of intersectional identity while explicitly drawing from her personal experiences of oppression to include sexism, heterosexism, racism, homophobia, classism, and ageism. So this book examines a broad range of topics, including love, self-love, war, imperialism, police brutality, coalition building, violence against women, Black feminism, and movements towards equality that recognize and embrace differences as a vehicle for change. So I'm going to skip to this part here. Lorde taught in the education department at Lehman College from 1969 to 1970, then as a professor of English at John Jay College of Criminal Justice. And I say that because that's the same school that I graduated from. I thought maybe she was there when I was there, but no, she was there before I went there. It says she taught as a professor of English at John Jay College of Criminal Justice, part of the CUNY, City University of New York, from 1970 to 1981. There, she fought for the creation of a Black Studies department. In 1981, she went on to teach at her alma mater, Hunter College, also CUNY, City University of New York. 1981, Lorde was among the founders of the Women's Coalition of St. Croix, an organization dedicated to assisting women who have survived sexual abuse and intimate partner violence. In the late 80s, she also helped establish Sisterhood in Support of Sisters, called SISA, in South Africa, to benefit Black women who are affected by apartheid and other forms of injustice. Wow, she did a lot. She did a lot in her life. Audrey Lorde is the voice of the eloquent outsider who speaks in a language that can reach and touch people everywhere. Lorde died of breast cancer at the age of 58 on November 17, 1992, in St. Croix, where she had been living with Gloria I. Joseph. In an African naming ceremony before her death, she took the names Gamba Adisa, which means warrior, she who makes her meaning known. Audrey Lorde, y'all. Audrey Lorde, y'all. She's come up with a bunch of quotes that I'm going to read to you right now. Audrey Lorde, y'all. So here are some of her quotes, 5 of them, short. I am not free until any woman is unfree. No, I'm sorry. I am not free while any woman is unfree, even when her shackles are very different from my own. Wow, isn't that deep? The love expressed between women is particular and powerful because we have had to love in order to live. Love has been our survival. Powerful, right? Another one. Pain is important. How we evade it, how we succumb to it, how we deal with it, and how we transcend it. Audre Lorde. That's her quote. Another quote. In our world, divide and conquer must become define and empower. I'm going to say that again. You know how they always say divide and conquer? Well, in our world, divide and conquer must become define and empower. Powerful quotes here. One last one by Audre Lorde. It is not our difference that divide us. You hear this? It's not our difference that divides us. It is our inability to recognize, to accept, and to celebrate those differences. Our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. Let me let you think about that for a second. That was the best one ever. I love it. It is not our differences that divide us. It is our inability to recognize, accept, and celebrate those differences. All these quotes are by Audre Lorde. You can pause this video and read them again. But that is the last one I have today, celebrating National Women's Day today. Although the whole month is supposed to be National Women's Month. So we can celebrate women all month. That's right. Celebrate yourself, ladies. Celebrate yourself, young ladies. Celebrate yourself, little ones. My ring light keeps falling. Keeps falling. I'm sorry about that, you guys. But I really, really, really appreciate you guys being here for me and listening to me read fun and exciting stories and books and magazine articles. This I composed, I kind of came up with all of these things myself. It wasn't a book about it. So I just came up with stuff. I want to recognize so many other people like Taraji P. Henson, like Janet Jackson. There's so many other women that I want to recognize. Serena and Venus Williams. I want to recognize so many people. If you don't recognize their names, please, please, please look them up. Please look them up. There's so many people I would like to recognize. I know we don't have a lot of time. So I didn't put them in. I just figured I would just mention their names. Really, really, really. There was a few more people, but thanks for being here. I am going to try to end it now because I could go on forever with beautiful women that we recognize as doing something great for us, opening windows for us, opening things for us. And that's why I brought in Kamala Harris. But thank you again for being here. I'm going to thank my mom, her name is Bev, for being here all the time. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Sadie. Listen, when I tell you Sadie is my longtime friend, like from years ago, along with my friend Kimberly Ford. They are my people from like way little. Thank you guys for being here. My cousin Patsy. Thank you with your Patsy with the Williams crew, her kids with the Williams crew. Thank you, Miss Chandrika. Thank you for being here. Thank you, everybody who is here. And even if you're here and I can't see you because you didn't make a comment, or if you do comment and it comes up later, I can't see anybody else right now. But I just want to thank you all for being here and listening to me read all these fun and exciting and educational. I try to make it exciting for you, but it was educational today, National Women's Day today. And that's why I did my little thing, put it together real quick, about women that I admire, although there are lots more, because they've made a big difference in the world. They've made openings for us. They really have. But once again, thank you for being here at Audrey's Reading Area. And don't forget, you guys, click that like button, click that share button, smash smash that subscribe button when you go over to YouTube and you click on Audrey's reading area. Smash it up. Smash, pound, punch that subscribe button for me. Go ahead and subscribe. I'm trying to get more subscribers. But thank you so much for being here. I really, really, really appreciate you and love you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Do come back tomorrow, you guys. Do listen to me read some more. Do like and share my videos with everybody. And I will see you tomorrow. Live. Do it with me. That's live. L-I-V-E. Live at 5 tomorrow, you guys. Tomorrow. I'll see ya tomorrow. It's only a day away, you guys. One day. One day away. See you soon.